everybody, this is Cole Ashlock. Gonna give you a quick tech tip on how to repair your headlights on your Trans Ams or Firebirds. Right now I have an 89 tune port injected 350 Trans Am, and when I bought it, the headlights didn't work. So if you're on a budget, it's a pretty common issue and it's a really cheap fix. Now, you can buy the plastic bushings for $4 plus shipping online, but if you have to have it done immediately, this is the best way to do it, fast and cheap. What you're going to need is a small ratchet 10mm socket with extension, a 1/4 inch socket, a T15 hex head, and some rubber hose. Now the rubber hose, I don't know the size of it, but what you need to do is take your 10mm socket with you. Whenever you try and find your hose, that hose should just barely fit in that 10mm socket. And you will have to cut the hose to fit, but if you're doing one side, you need 3. If you're doing both, you need 6. Now here's the steps to get your headlight out. First thing you want to do is disconnect your headlight. Set that out of the way. Then disconnect your motor. Then you're going to want to lift your headlight up. If you have to, screw it up. And then you're going to take your headlight out, which is 2 screws. Pull it out, put the screws back in, set your headlight to the side. It makes it lighter and less chance to break everything. You're going to need to take your plastic panel off, which is what you need the hex head for. You take it off, then take your headlight out. Set it to where it won't get broke. Now, underneath here, you're going to take your 10mm socket and extension, and there's 2 bolts. There's one down here and one over here. They're real hard to get to, but you can get to them. Then these 2 up here. And if you've done everything right, you should be able to just lift your motor right out. Now, here, you got to take this bolt off. It's 10mm as well, which takes this arm off. Just remember where it was at. Everything should go back together pretty easily. Do not take these 2 bolts out here. Do not take this top motor piece off. You will regret it. Use your 10mm socket here, here, and here, and that'll pull the whole motor housing off. I have one that's already been taken apart. The motor's been pulled off of it. You're going to take your 1/4 inch drive, or well, your 1/4 inch socket. You're going to take these 3 bolts out. Be very careful. They are fragile. They will break. If you break it, you're going to have a hell of a time trying to get it out of there. You're going to take your screwdriver, your flathead screwdriver, and either pry here or just kind of tap it until you get it loose and then pull it apart. There'll be a little gasket here that you need to kind of keep. This one doesn't have it. Oh well. Now notice you got shims. Keep good memory of where your shims were at. You don't put them back in the right spot, you're gonna have problems. So now you got this part. You're gonna find all kinds of little pieces of plastic and everything on there. It's gonna look horrible. Don't worry. Just clean it up, and if your gears look like they're good, like this one is, it's got good teeth on it still, you're gonna be in good shape. You're going to pull this top piece off, and you might have shims here as well. Note that, put them where you need them. And pop this gear loose, and you're going to have little pieces of plastic floating around in here. It's going to look nasty. There's little chunks over here and here and here, but there was more in here when I first took this apart. You're going to take your 3 pieces of hose. You're going to cut them to the right length, but you don't want them too tall, which unfortunately mine are too tall right now. You're going to set them in there like so. You're going to take this and you're going to try and slide it down in there to where it'll slide right in. You will have to fight it. This one surprisingly just slid in. Last time I did it, it did not just slide in. It was the same hose. But it should slide in and pop. See, right now I'm sticking out, mine are too long. Then you just put everything back together in reverse reverse order of what you took it apart in. And then with these two up here, these two bolts, when you have your headlights stuck back in there, that's how you align your body line. So you want to spend a little time setting these two bolts. The bottom two bolts, don't worry about. It's these two bolts. Set them first, and then put your bottom ones in. And everything should go back together well. I've already done the one on the right side. It worked great. It'll go up. It doesn't come down because this side has not been fixed. It still says that this headlight's not up, so it tries to pull that one up. You want to fix both at the same time. If you don't, you will just destroy the bushings. So if you have one working headlight and the other one doesn't, go ahead and fix that one right away, because every time you turn the headlight on, it's going to burn the other one up. So that's it for the tech tip. It does work. I've done it before on other cars. It took me about an hour and a half last time. And you know, the hardest part and the longest part is literally getting the headlight bucket out. Those two bottom bolts will eat up all of your time. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this little tech tip helps you. And as far as my racing videos go, I don't have the internet right now. I've been recording. My outside camera broke, so a lot of it's just in-car camera GoPro. And unfortunately, you know, I've had some videos that weren't worth even messing with because mud got on the lens and I didn't get it wiped off. So a few races aren't going to be uploaded. I've had a really bad year of racing this year. I broke everything. I have blowed a rear end. I've had the whole front end knocked off twice, and I've had the whole right side knocked off, and it's just been like a demolition. But we've had more cars than we've ever had, with a bunch of rookie drivers and a bunch of guys that just don't care. So those videos are soon to come. You're going to have more videos of this 89 tune port as soon as I get it, you know, the more I do on it. So thanks for watching, guys, and like, subscribe, and whatnot.